Welcome back, Saints. I'm Mason Shields.
And I'm Morgan Nielsen.
Welcome to this finals week. This is SFHS Today.
In world news, according to The Guardian, schools could be closed and travel around Europe might become restricted under stepped up government plans to deal with the coronavirus as it spreads accelerates.
Europe, Switzerland, Austria, and Croatia are among countries that have reported their first cases, and the death toll has been risen in Italy to at least 11. At least a dozen schools across the UK have sent students and staff into self-isolation at home after they returned from virus-hit northern Italy.
In national news, according to the National Public Radio, coronavirus is not only affecting people's health but also causing stocks to drop as investors fear the economic effects of the virus.
In addition, in school news, the Office of the Superintendent just released an email to students, staff, and community that focused on recommendations of the CDC to helping curb the spread of corona and other illnesses, including hand washing, avoiding close contact with sick people, and staying home when ill. They also have a coordinated planning effort to manage such outbreaks and emergency health events.
Scholarship applications are due by March 5th. A new scholarship opportunity in memory of Parker Peterson has been opened for students going into tech fields. The Parker Peterson Memorial Scholarship asks for a brief paragraph on the tech field you are planning on going into after high school. As of last week, very few students had applied for a number of school scholarships offered.
Scholarship is free money for our students. It is provided by local businesses and organizations that donate money for our students so that they can apply that to books, tuition, room and board, that type of thing.
And then what do SFHS students have to do in order to apply for scholarships?
So we have several different things you can do. We have applications that are in the IMC here, also in the counseling office. And then if you go online, under the Senior Saints tab on the high school site, there's a scholarship link. You can pull all of those up on there as well. And there's also a local electronic form. That one application puts you in the running for 30 to 40 other scholarship opportunities that are available.
How many scholarship opportunities are available?
So in total, last year we had 113 scholarships that we gave out between our Foundation 15 scholarship committee and also local businesses and organizations.
When are applications due by?
So applications are due March 5th, so that's the day before y'all go on spring break. Last weekend is this weekend, so hopefully students get those in and we get rolling on those.
The SFHS Robotics team is off to a great start. Reporter Louisa Fontana spoke with them about the challenge this year.
Programming the code right now to actually go into the robot, to actually run the robot and get it to run and operate. And it will all be joystick ran, so we'll be able to control it with like a regular Xbox remote or controller. And just finalizing that, and then our balls hopefully will be shooting out of the challenge is that we have, it's called infinite recharge. And what they want to do is they want to be able to shoot balls into a lower contraption for 1 point, a higher contraption for 2 points, and then a further back one for 3 points. And then after that, they have to shoot 9 balls. They go and then they have to shoot another 20, and then they have to spin a wheel, and then shoot another 20 balls, and then they have to climb. So then we'll have to lift our robot, and as long as it's off the ground, we get ranking points.
The robot has to be 120 inches or under, where as far as the frame perimeter goes. It cannot be over 45 inches tall, and it cannot weigh more than 125 pounds. Okay, so first off, the ball comes in here, and it goes up this tube, and it shoots out. I've mainly been designing the shooting part of it, so I designed this bracket here, and it just kind of spins like that and rolls the ball right out like this. The robot is very unique, and that's what makes this program so great to see. You get to see everybody's ideas.
It's cool to see students get their hands-on experience. Also, in school news, last week was the SFHS Art Show.
Reporter Allie Frank went out to find more about this event.
Each trimester, students that are in a visual arts class have to participate, and it fulfills one of the grad standards for students. So kind of the rundown is we allow students to select and pick their artwork that they would like to put in, and it's based on whatever art class they're taking that trimester.
What was the award you won in the art show?
I won Best of Show.
Did you guys win?
I won People's Choice.
I got honorable mention for graphic design.
I feel like I've really liked nature as a concept for a lot of my paintings. Specifically in this one, I like the silhouette and like just like the lakes and stuff like that. I really like sunsets. They're really cool to paint. I like doing like the fade into different colors kind of thing. So yeah.
How do you feel winning this award?
I feel really honored. I don't feel like I really expected it. I feel like I didn't put a whole lot of like time or effort into this painting, and I feel like I was really surprised that it was, yeah.
What inspired me was my love for skulls and weird mystical animals.
How do you feel winning this award?
I honestly didn't expect to win that at all, so it's pretty cool to get recognition for it.
What classes participate in the art show?
So each trimester it's different depending on what we have for classes, because both myself and Ms. McQuay teach different sections of classes each trimester. So this winter trimester we had painting, ceramics, photography, and graphic design, whereas first trimester we had photography, ceramics, painting, drawing, and then an exploring art and design class. So each trimester it's very uniquely different, just depending on what classes we offer that try.
There are a lot of great artists in our school.
That brings us to our 5 minutes of fame with reporters Caitlin Riley and Sophie DeRoy featuring Randy Gieger.
Student celebrities everywhere, this is why you should care about 5 minutes of fame.
Randy's a senior that I've had an opportunity to have last trimester and this trimester, and Randy's just extremely unique. Like, he is very hardworking. He comes up with things that are different as far as his perspective on art, but he's also very technically skilled in the different classes that I've had him in, both in drawing and painting class.
The mask I made was the first ceramics project I did at this school, and I think it turned out pretty good, so I was pretty proud of that one. Did the bowl because we needed to do some sort of a serving dish for class, and I decided to use one of the bigger templates they had because why not? So I made a bowl, and I was trying to figure out what I'd do for it, and I decided to just etch in wood grain all over the sides and then do rounds of clay around the top edge and bottom edge and give it kind of a metal band look on the wood so that it would give it kind of a barrel-y texture. Well, the inspiration for my art pieces, all sorts of things. Like for the coil pot I made that looks like a weird monster, I thought it would be fun to make some sort of a cool coil creation that wasn't something that was normally made, so it turned out neat.
Randy is one of those students that inspires teachers. He puts so much thought into his pieces, and he always ends up going above and beyond. So when I see his sketches, I get excited because it's always something fresh, it's something new, and I'm a little worried that he's gonna if he can do it. And so far there hasn't been anything he hasn't been able to do. And I applaud his craftsmanship. He is so focused during class, and when he sets his mind to something, he will complete it, and I respect that.
Other fine artists have an opportunity to submit their writing, photography, and artwork to the Bridge Street Journal.
Over the years, this literary magazine has been published to feature a variety of fine artists. This year, Mike Bremer, who has a Master's of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, has taken over the publication. Marissa Panicoke and I went out to get more information.
So what the Bridge Street Journal is a literary journal that we publish through the high school. A literary journal is a place that collects short stories, poems, and creative nonfiction. into one place. At St. Francis, we're gonna have our own student-run literary journal, and we are collecting submissions.
For Bridge Street Journal, we're looking for stories with tension. We want something original. Love stories are always like good, common. A lot of people write them, but try to step out of your comfort zone and write something that's not overused, like quirky girl falls in love with strange boy, and just like put yourself into your writing and make sure that it's something that you like and you're proud of.
The code for submitting our works of creative writing is 2KO3M4V. And that O as in the letter O, not a zero.
Before we head over to sports, here's this week's RQT.
What's your favorite form of potato? With reporters Ryan Aschenbach.
It's the random question thing, ding. What's your favorite form of potato?
Mashed. Hash browns.
A baked potato with all the good stuff, the bacon crumbles, the butter, the green onions, and the main thing is that someone else makes it.
What kind of potato?
My favorite kind of potato are the ones that you pull straight out of the ground and still have the dirt on them and you take a bite right out of the skin.
Potato.
Mashed potatoes with gravy.
Thank you. Potato.
French fries.
Potato. Thank you.
Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Form of potato.
Cheesy potato. Waffle fries.
Let's kick it over to Jordan with sports.
Hey, Saints. I'm Jordan Haller, and this is sports. Boys basketball has their first section game tomorrow. The girls basketball team sadly lost out in their first section game against Big Lake, 54-39. There was a little pep fest during stage time last week, and we recognized our state attendees in wrestling and gymnastics. Early in the year, there was a freshman and sophomore volleyball game, and then a senior and junior game. The winners play each other in the pep fest, and the freshmen beat the seniors. Our wrestlers going to state this year are seniors Joey Lipinski and Grant Woodruff. We also got a young buck, Tyson Charmoli, who is an 8th grader. Next week, we will have some interviews with them, and we'll have some more info on how it goes. For our gymnasts, Summer placed 20th on bars with a 9.175. Allie placed 32nd on beam. Spring sports are coming right around the corner, and we got some info on track and fields preseason.
As a coach, what are you doing to prepare for this upcoming season?
There's a lot of behind-the-scene work that needs to be done, but the biggest thing is to get the information out to the athletes and make sure.
For anyone looking to join track, when does it start and what should they expect?
So we talked about registration opening next week or the 17th of February. The track actually starts March 9th, which is over spring break this year.
Anything to prepare for the upcoming season?
I've been running quite a bit. I've been going to the gym quite a bit just to get in shape before the season starts.
Weightlifting.
I've been weightlifting and really focusing on my footwork.
What are your goals for this upcoming season?
I hope our 4x4 makes it to state like we almost did last year, and I hope the team overall does very, very well.
What are your goals for this upcoming season?
To make it to state.
Make it to state again, place better.
Some of our snowmobilers took a trip to Michigan and got some pretty cool GoPro footage.
And we went to Michigan. It was me, Cody, Jake, and Brett, and we went with Brett's dad and Mitch. And the snow up there was alright. It was kind of hard, but we decided to make a video of it to show you guys how we ride. Yeah. Enjoy. We've officially made it to Michigan. No, we've made it, but Mitch has missed like 4 turns in a row, so.
It's not my fault. Was the turn actually there?
Yes. I told you, Mitch.
Well, I was
quarter
looking
mile.
at this.
Turn.
So I'm looking at that.
I told you, Mitch, you gotta take a left there.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we got 300 feet. I know it's coming up.
No, it was
I
like,
wasn't looking up at you. I'm looking at this.
I'm looking at the road. I'm like, God, you're really gonna slam on the brakes?
All right, that's all we got this week, folks. I'll see you guys next week.
Before we let you go, here's a new segment called Inside the Job.
What's up, y'all? Let's go on a delivery. Thanks for tagging along.
Make sure to check out our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook account, and our website, the sfhscrier.com, for news. That's all we have for this week.
Stay safe, Saints.